The opposing team's locker room. Conversations flowing. Cobb, 5 feet 11, 155 pounds. Skinny, weak. First fight, he gets crushed. The team captain laughing, I am 6 feet 2, 210 pounds. If he comes at me, I will destroy him. Other players agreeing. We are big men, strong men. Cobb is just fast. But speed means nothing against strength. The game starts. First inning. Cobb collides with one player. Intentional. Hard. Player hits the ground. Blood. Broken nose. Cobb standing. Second inning. Another player attacks Cobb for revenge. Big. Strong. Angry. But 30 seconds later, he is on the ground too, from Cobb's fists. Third inning. Team captain enters the field. I will handle this. 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds. 8 inches taller than Cobb, 55 pounds heavier, confident, powerful, fearless. And 2 minutes later, he is on the ground too, blood dripping from Cobb's hands. 3 players, 1 game, all beaten, all on the ground. And Cobb keeps playing, because the game is not over yet. Detroit, Michigan, Bennett Park, July 18th, 1909, Sunday afternoon, Detroit Tigers versus Philadelphia Athletics. Before the game, in the Athletics locker room, team captain Harry Davis addresses his players. Cobb is small, 5 feet 11 inches, 155 pounds. We hit him hard every chance we get. Make it physical. He will fold. Rube Oldring nods. We are bigger, stronger. He cannot fight us. Davis smiles. Exactly. We break him physically, we break him mentally, in front of his team, in front of the crowd. The plan is set. Target Cobb, make it physical, break him, the game begins. First inning, Cobb leads off, gets a hit, single to left. Cobb runs to first. Harry Davis, the first baseman, 8 steps in front of him. Careful, little man. Cobb says nothing. Next batter grounds out. Cobb steals second, slides late, spikes up. Catches the second baseman Eddie Collins on the shin. Draws blood. Collins yells, You tried to spike me. Cobb stands on second. You were in my way. That was intentional. Cobb looks at him, cold eyes. If you cannot handle the game, find a different profession. Third inning, Cobb is batting again. Gets another hit. Single to right field. Runs to first base. Rube Oldring, the massive right fielder, fields the ball. Throws hard to first. Trying to get Cobb. The throw is late. Cobb is safe, but Oldring is not done. He runs toward first base, full speed, pretending to back up the play, but really he is aiming for Cobb. Runs past first base, shoulder down, crashes into Cobb from behind. Hard, deliberate. Cobb stumbles forward, almost falls, but catches himself. Spins around. Oldring is smirking. Oops. Accident? Cobb steps toward him. Accident? Yeah, accident. What are you going to do about it, little man? The crowd is on its feet. 8,000 people sensing something is about to happen. Cobb is standing inches from Oldring. The size difference is dramatic. Oldring is 6 feet 1 inch, 190 pounds, broad shoulders, thick arms. Looks like he could break Cobb in half. Cobb is 5 feet 11 inches, 155 pounds, lean, wiry, looks fragile in comparison. Oldring smiles. You want to fight me? Really? Look at you. You are nothing. I will crush you. Cobb's response is immediate. No warning, no hesitation. His right fist shoots forward, straight punch, connects with Oldring's jaw. The sound is sharp, loud. Oldring's head snaps back. He stumbles, shocked. Innes did not expect Cobb to actually hit him. Before Oldring can recover, Cobb hits him again, left hook to the ribs. Oldring grunts, pain, then right hand to the face. Oldring's nose explodes, blood everywhere, instant. The crowd is screaming. Players from both teams rush onto the field. But in those first 10 seconds, before anyone can intervene, Cobb hits Oldring 5 times. Fast combinations, precise, brutal. Oldring, the big, strong intimidator, is staggering, hands up trying to protect his face, not throwing punches, just defending, just surviving. Players pull them apart. Oldring is bleeding heavily from his nose. His left eye is already swelling. He is breathing hard, looking at Cobb with a mixture of shock and fear. Cobb is calm. No heavy breathing, no emotion, just standing there, waiting. The umpire runs over. Both of you, and off the field, you are ejected. But the Tigers manager argues. Oldring initiated contact. He charged Cobb from behind. Cobb was defending himself. The umpire hesitates. Reviews what happened. Witnesses confirm. Oldring made the first aggressive move. Final decision. Oldring is ejected. Cobb receives a warning but stays in the game. Oldring walks off the field, humiliated, beaten. The big, strong player who was supposed to intimidate the small, weak Cobb is leaving with a broken nose and a swollen eye. The Athletics dugout is silent. They just watch their plan backfire, completely. Fourth inning. Cobb is on base again, single, his third hit of the game, standing on first base. Eddie Collins is still angry about the spike incident. Harry Davis, the captain, calls timeout, walks over to Collins at second base. That's next time Cobb tries to steal, I do not care about the out. I do not care about the play. You hit him, hard, make him pay. Collins nods. With pleasure. Cobb takes his lead off first base. Watching the pitcher winds up, throws to the plate. Cobb breaks, stealing second, running hard. The catcher's throw is perfect, arriving at second base the same time as Cobb. Collins has the ball, waiting, but instead of making a clean tag, Collins positions himself directly in Cobb's path. Blocking, no room to slide. Cobb sees it, knows what is coming, does not slow down, slides anyway. But Collins does not move, stays in the baseline. His knee comes down on Cobb's shoulder as Cobb slides through. Hard, intentional, trying to injure. Cobb feels the impact, pain shooting through his shoulder. But he does not stop, does not hesitate. Iwi, as he slides through, his spikes come up, catch Collins on the thigh, ripping, tearing. Collins screams, falls. Both players are on the ground, both hurt. But Cobb gets up first, stands over Collins. You wanted to make it physical? Here it is. Collins is enraged, injured, humiliated. He charges at Cobb, both fists swinging. Cobb sidesteps the first punch, counters with a sharp jab to Collins' temple. Collins is dazed but keeps coming, throws another wild punch. Cobb ducks. Uppercut to Collins' chin. Collins' head snaps back. He drops to one knee, breathing hard, bleeding from the thigh where Cobb's spikes cut him. Cobb stands over him. You are bigger than me, stronger than me, then why are you on the ground? Players rush in again, pull them apart, but the damage is done. Eddie Collins, one of the best players in baseball, nay, one of the toughest, has been beaten by Ty Cobb, physically beaten. The umpire this time ejects both players. But Cobb argues, he blocked the baseline. That is interference. I was sliding legally. The umpire reconsiders, reviews the play. Other umpires confirm. Collins was blocking illegally. Final decision. Collins is ejected for interference and instigating a fight. Cobb receives another warning, but stays in the game. 2 players, 2 fights. 2 victories for Cobb. The Athletics are furious, embarrassed. Their plan to intimidate Cobb has resulted in 2 of their best players being ejected and injured. But Harry Davis is not done. He is the captain, the leader, the biggest, strongest player on the team. And he has had enough. 6th inning. Cobb is batting, gets his 4th hit, double to left center, runs hard, slides into second base. That is safe. Harry Davis is playing first base. But when he sees Cobb on second, he walks over, slowly, deliberately. The umpire tries to stop him. Davis, get back to your position. Davis ignores him, walks straight to second base, stands over Cobb, 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, towering over Cobb's 5 feet 11 inch frame. The size difference is massive. Davis looks down at Cobb. You have been causing problems all day, hurting my players, acting tough, but you are not tough. You are just a little man with a big mouth, and I am going to shut that mouth, right now. Cobb stands up, faces Davis. The crowd is electric. This is the confrontation everyone has been waiting for. The team captain, the enforcer, the biggest, strongest player on the Athletics, against Ty Cobb, the small, wiry, supposedly weak player. Davis throws the first punch. Big overhand right, powerful. The kind of punch that would knock out most players, but Cobb sees it coming, ducks. The punch misses. Cobb counters immediately. 3 quick jabs to Davis's midsection, fast, sharp. Davis barely feels them. Too much muscle, too much mass. Davis smiles. "That is all you got? I barely felt that." He swings again. Wild hook, trying to catch Cobb's head. Cobb leans back. The punch sails past. Cobb steps inside Davis's reach, too close for Davis to punch effectively, and starts working the body. Left, right, rapid combinations, targeting the ribs, the solar plexus, the liver. Davis tries to grab Cobb, use his size and strength to wrestle him down. But Cobb is too quick, slips away, circles, comes back in, more punches, more body shots. Davis is frustrated. None of his punches are landing, and Cobb's punches, while not powerful, are accumulating, wearing him down. Davis charges, trying to tackle Cobb. Cobb sidesteps. As Davis rushes past, Cobb hits him with a short hook to the kidney. Davis gasps. Pain, real pain. He spins around, slower now, breathing harder. Cobb is calm, patient, waiting. Davis throws another punch, slower than before, telegraphed. Cobb blocks it, counters with a right hand to Davis's jaw. The punch is not the hardest, but it is precise. Catches Davis off guard. Davis stumbles. For the first time, the big man looks vulnerable. Cobb presses the advantage, steps in, combination, left to the body, right to the head, left to the body, right to the head, fast, relentless. Davis tries to cover up, protect himself, but Cobb finds openings, keeps hitting, keeps moving. The crowd is roaring, cannot believe what they are seeing. That the small player is dominating the big player, not just surviving, dominating. Davis is bleeding now, cut above his eye from one of Cobb's punches. His breathing is labored. He is exhausted, confused. This was not supposed to happen. He was supposed to crush Cobb, overpower him, but instead, he is losing, getting beaten by a player 8 inches shorter and 55 pounds lighter. Finally, players from both teams rush in, pull them apart. The fight is over. Davis is standing, but barely, bleeding, breathing hard, looking defeated. Cobb is breathing normally, no significant damage, just a few scratches. Standing tall, looking at Davis with those cold, empty eyes. The umpire ejects Davis immediately, instigating a fight, leaving his position, unsportsmanlike conduct. Davis walks off the field, slowly, head down, the captain, the enforcer. And the man who was supposed to destroy Ty Cobb, beaten, humiliated, in front of his team, in front of 8,000 fans. As he passes Cobb, he mutters, "How?" Cobb's answer is simple. "You are bigger, you are stronger, but you are slower. And you do not want it as much as I do. That is the difference. 3 players, 3 fights, 3 victories. All in one game. The Athletics are shell-shocked. Their entire strategy has collapsed. They tried to intimidate Cobb with size, with strength, with violence. And every single time, Cobb won. Not because he was bigger, not because he was stronger, but because he was faster, smarter, more determined, more willing to absorb pain and keep fighting. The game continues. 8th inning, Tigers trailing 4-3, 1-run game. Cobb leads off, gets his 5th hit of the game, single to left field, stands on first base. Nay, the Athletics have run out of enforcers, run out of intimidators. The players left on the field are afraid of Cobb now, afraid of what he will do, afraid of being the 4th player he beats. Cobb takes a large lead off first base, aggressive, challenging. The pitcher is nervous, keeps throwing over to first, trying to keep Cobb close. But Cobb just comes back, takes the same lead, again and again. The pitcher finally delivers to the plate. Cobb breaks. Stealing second, the throw from the catcher is late, afraid to make a hard throw, afraid of what Cobb might do to whoever tries to tag him. Cobb slides into second base, safe, easily. Next batter, sacrifice bunt. Cobb advances to third, 1 out. Runner on third. Ty run 90 feet away. The Athletics are panicking. Their pitcher cannot focus, cannot get the next batter out. Walks him. Runner on first, Cobb on third. Next batter, ground ball to shortstop. Should be a double play. End the inning, but the shortstop hesitates, looks at Cobb on third, afraid Cobb will do something. That hesitation costs him. The throw to second is late, only gets one out. Cobb scores. Game tied 4-4. Cobb crosses home plate, does not celebrate, just jogs to the dugout, sits down, drinks water, like scoring the tying run after beating 3 opponents in fights is just a normal day. 9th inning, game tied, Tigers batting, Cobb leads off. The pitcher is defeated mentally, does not want to face Cobb, throws weak fastball, Cobb crushes it, triple to right center. His 6th hit, the winning run on third. The Athletics are broken. 3 players ejected and beaten, multiple injuries, and now Cobb stands on third, 90 feet from victory. Next batter. A fly ball to center. Deep enough. Cobb tags, scores easily. Tigers win 5-4. After the game, reporters swarm both locker rooms. Harry Davis sits with ice on his swollen jaw. We underestimated him. We thought size mattered. We were wrong. Rube Oldring, broken nose bandaged. We thought we could bully him, but Cobb does not get afraid. He gets angry. In the Tigers' locker room, Cobb cleans blood off his knuckles. They were bigger, stronger, but they relied on that. They thought size would win, but size means nothing if you cannot land your punches. They could not land because they were slow, predictable. A reporter asks, "They called you too small to fight. What do you say?" Cobb looks up. "I say they are on the ground and I am standing. That is my answer." The story spreads throughout baseball. It's the day Ty Cobb fought 3 players and beat all of them. Other teams abandoned the strategy of physically intimidating Cobb because everyone now knows you cannot break him by being bigger. You cannot scare him by being stronger. Years later, Cobb reflects, "That day I fought 3 men, all bigger than me, all stronger than me, and I beat all 3. Not because I was tougher, because I was willing to do whatever it took to win. They were willing to fight until it got hard. I was willing to fight until it was over." So here is the question. When someone bigger and stronger tries to intimidate you, what do? Do you back down, or do you do what Ty Cobb did? Stand your ground, fight smarter, move faster, hit harder, and prove that what matters more than size? Because that day in Detroit, or Ty Cobb taught baseball a lesson it never forgot. The fight is not always won by the biggest man. It is won by the man who refuses to quit.